You gotta get into the groove.
Hey everyone, welcome again for another session of Groove Asia Leaders Unite and of GroveKart. So every Thursday, in GMT plus 8 time, I join with you guys here, and I just go through through GroveKart and some of the things that that you may want to know, how to add products, how to create your store, all that sort of thing. So it's really good to actually be here this week, because in about another couple of weeks we're going to be doing another event which will be on e-commerce, and it's a 6-hour event, and basically I'll be just going through building the store, getting products, how to find a niche, all those sorts of things. I always try and add something different to each event, so that we're not continuously, or I'm not continuously showing the same thing over and over and over again, because we can all get bored with that. So I like to add something in there that's a little bit different, that may be a game changer, maybe something that you've never ever thought of, and so that you yourself can actually get some ideas and start creating your stores, because it's all about creating. As they say, fail forward. Doesn't matter if it's not perfect. If your store is not perfect, if you've only got one product or two products, it doesn't matter. Just get started, because that's what it's all about. The sooner you get started into the whole e-commerce side of things, the better for you. Then you learn along the way, and then you actually start to find out, you'll try different things with your store, and so it's not advantageous at all to actually have like 100 products on the store before you actually launch it, because those 100 products, maybe just one of those, maybe something that people are looking for. Not always are people are looking for what you think they're looking for, because it's not about that. It's about what your customers want, and what they're asking for. And so there are a lot of different ways to find that out. All right, so we're going to probably just have a look at some of those ways today. I just want to go into the chat there and see who we've got. Tyra, once again, great to have you, Tyra. You're always there, and you're kind of like you are my support person, aren't you? So you're always there, and so thank you very much for being there for me on these sessions, as well as Karen as well. But then we've also got Dr. Lisa, who is always at my sessions as well, and I want to thank you too as well, Dr. Lisa, for being here and being here to support what I do, and also hopefully get to learn something from it as well. And Nancy, you're becoming a bit of a regular too as well. So thank you for being here. And no doubt we'll have a few more people sort of jump in throughout the course of this session. But like if you're joining us live, put a hashtag live in the comment box. And if you're watching the replay, then just put a hashtag replay. So this week is about finding products for your niche. So you've got a niche, you found what you're looking for, you know what you're going to be doing, and I'm just going to use you, Dr. Lisa, for example. Dr. Lisa, her niche is butterflies, and I think that's a fantastic niche, because there are a lot of people out there that love butterflies, anything with butterflies on it, and there's even Facebook groups that with butterflies. They're actually all about butterflies. So there's such a big market out there for butterfly type niches. And but the thing is that I like about that, it's a real specific niche. You can get more specific if you want to. You can get down to monarch butterflies, and specifically be about monarch butterflies. But I think butterflies on its own as a niche is really cool, and that leaves you with a little bit more broad space there, that you can have different species of butterflies in there. And of course, what's related to those? Cocoons or caterpillars. So those sorts of things. Even if you integrated that with your niche store as well, anything caterpillars. And there's something synonymous about butterflies. And I think if you really think about it, it's that whole sort of life cycle, right? First they first do a cocoon, and then they end up being, oh sorry, first they, actually is a caterpillar first, then a cocoon. But anyway, yeah, I think it's a caterpillar first, and I don't even think they call it a cocoon. Can someone put it in there as to what they actually, before they become a butterfly, what they go into? But first they're a caterpillar, then it's a cocoon or something else. I'm not too sure, but and then they turn into a butterfly. So that transformation side of things, it's kind of you could relate it to like us as human beings transforming from the old to the new. Doing away with the past and creating your future. So those sorts of things are pretty synonymous. And when you look at my culture, in terms of Maori culture here in New Zealand, we're all about those sorts of things. The cycle of life. I don't know if you've ever seen the distinctive pattern that we have as a koru design. Sometimes they have it on that. They do actually have it on Air New Zealand tail on the planes, but it's a koru design, and what that is meant to represent, because it's kind of like a circular type sort of a pattern. And it's supposed to represent the cycle of life or the new beginnings. Just like a fern when it goes from when it turns into flourishes as a fern, it's sort of that new life, that rebirth. And I would say you could relate that to caterpillars and butterflies as well. No one's put it in there yet, so please let me know what I think it's the metamorphosis. I can't even pronounce it, but the stage where they go from being in like a cocoon or something like that, and then they go into it, and then once they've been in there for a wee while, they then sort of come out as a butterfly. I don't think it's a cocoon. I think it's something else. But anyway, let's get started. I'm pretty excited about today because I really want to sort of show you how you can I guess find some products for your niche. So if you've got a niche, you're really specific about it, that's great. As you know, I've been working on my Mad Dog style store, and we're going to be using that store as an example today. And I deliberately have actually kind of not completed it because it's something that I want to work on throughout the different stages when we're doing our GLUs, to actually use it as an example. And then you guys can sort of follow the progress, if you like. So just to give you a little bit of insight to where I'm up to now, if you recall last week, I added some products from Printify to my store, and I've added a few more since then. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay, let me just change this. All right, so here's my store, Mad Dog Styles, custom printed apparel. And as you can see, I've added a few more t-shirts to there. We only had a couple, 3 last week, but I've added more. There is still more to come. There's still more to come. Obviously, the process that I'm doing at the moment is I'm actually creating the information as well. At the same time, you can see that one hasn't been done yet, but I'm in the midst of doing that. If you have a look at my other ones, where are we? Say for instance, this one here, Escape Artist. All right, so like I've added all this stuff in here. Now I have actually got the code for this, by the way, for this table. And if you want that, let me know. Just message me. I will put my Facebook link into the comments very shortly. But message me and let me know if you want the code for this to make it look like this in your store. So if you're doing shirts like for men's and women's and t-shirts, for kids, then this will be quite relative. And once you put the code in, then you'll be able to it'll come out like this. So if you want that, just PM me. Let me put my Facebook before I forget, because I'm pretty bum and bad at remembering, but I'm gonna show you. I'll give you my Facebook page. Okay, I'm just going to add. Oh, I actually haven't shared my screen. There, you can't see my screen. Thank you, Tyra. All right, let me just backtrack a wee bit. Here's my store. I'm going to go back to here. I've added a few more t-shirts since then, since last week. So now I've got a few more there. I've got more to come, and one of the this would probably be the latest I've added information to. I've just added this, but just the images so far. But I need to actually put more information about that one. But on this one here, the Husky, the escape artist, Huskies are renowned for escaping, and they're pretty good at it. That's why they call them the escape artists. But here is the table that I was talking about. And I do actually have the code for that you can actually put into your site. And I'll show you how to do that. If you reach out to me, and I will send you that code, I will message it to you in Facebook. And here is my Facebook page. Let me just go there now. I will, oh my gosh. Okay, just going to go to my main page here. I'm going to copy that. And then I will just put that into the chat. So reach out to me if you want to, that code. Now, let me just quickly go through that code, by the way. So for instance, I'm actually in GrooveKart here in the main dashboard. I'm going to go to the GrooveKart. I'll go into my store. And all right, so if you go into your products, when you go into your products, my products, now there is a code that I've created to actually create that table. Let's go to the German Shepherd one. I'm going to go to edit. All right, now in here, you can see I haven't done any information on this one yet, but I will be doing that. But in here, this is where we're going to put the code. Okay, so I'm not too sure why it's still loading at the moment. Just give it a bit of time. Cool. Okay. Things are happening a little bit slow today. All right, now. All right, so in order to put the table in, you don't just put it into this view here. So this is actually the normal view that you will see, where you can just type information in here. So literally you just put you can either copy and paste your information into here, or you can type it in. It's not even typing in at the moment. Things are just very, very slow. Look, Kate, can you just let me know if you can see this at the moment? Just put a 1 in the chat if everything, you can see my screen and all that sort of thing. All right, so things are slow for me at the moment in terms of there's a delay in when I do things. But anyway, this is just the normal view. Okay, so this view here is just the normal view. What we want to do is we want to go into the coding view, or the HTML view. And that's what this is here. This is the HTML view. All right, so what I'm going to go, I'm just going to go enter first. I'm going to go down one line, and then I'm going to go, thanks for letting me know that you can see it. Thanks, Tyra. Thanks, Dr. Lisa. Thanks, Nancy. I'm going to go into the code view, or the HTML, or source code, as it says here, source code view. All right, so that's the source code view. I'm just going to go down one line. Now, when you go down one line, you simply just don't go down enter. You have to hold your shift key and then go enter, and it will go down one line. Okay. Now here's the code. I'm going to put it in there. I've got it. I've just copy and pasted from a document I have. We'll save. Might be sick, guys. All right. Okay. I'm just going to paste the code in here. That's the code. All right. So when you put the code in, or the HTML code in, that's what it looks like. But when you save and then you go to the normal view, this is what happens. Okay, so it actually makes sense now. So if you want this, let me know. Just reach out to me on Facebook. Just message. If you're not my friend or following me or anything like that as of yet, just message me, or send me a friend request, and I will add you as a friend. And yeah, just message me, or even just message me for the code, and I will give you the code. All right. So you will probably need this at some point if you're doing t-shirts and all that. So this is I believe, is for the US market. So it's all in imperial, from what I'm gathering. It's because it's in inches. So this will be suitable for people overseas, obviously in the US market. All right. Okay, cool. So that's the code. That's how you do it. That's what this is for. If you want to add something that something similar to what I've just added, you're going to need this. And then once you go into the normal view, that's what it's going to look like. So if you go into preview, well, it's actually not in preview at the moment, but actually, hang on. Let me just sort of save first. I can't save at this stage. Let me just remember, before you save, you've got to add a category to this. So I'm just going to add a category. I'm just going to put unisex. There you go. And again, things are just slowing down for me. Not sure why. All right, so instead of having home as the default, you want the unisex or the category as default. So you click on that, and I'm just waiting for it to happen. All right, so now that's default. Okay, and then I've got to save. Then you should be able to preview the changes. So you can't save unless you've got a different category. Just a little tip. Okay. Wait for it, and then preview. That should actually come up changed now with the chart on it. So we're just waiting. Let's have a look. Okay, there you go. So there's the chart. You can see there's a bit of a difference in spacing. Like there's a bit more space in here than what there is that it shows on here. So yeah, if you do get that in here, don't worry about the spacing. You can go up. It's not going to make a big amount of difference with the spacing, because it's going to do what it does anyway in the end result. And this is the end result. Okay, so it's going to completely sort of like not have any spacing before each or after each chart, but that still looks great. All right, so that's how it turns out. Like, you're going to need this because you're going to need something to actually put in there so people can have a reference to what size may fit them. So you really definitely need that. All right, so let's go back to what I was talking about before, and that is finding a niche. Finding a product for your niche. There are many different ways to find products. Like I've shown people in the past, there's a few platforms that you can actually go on to where you can actually find products, such as Wholesale to Be. There's another one which is Niche Scraper. They both are paid plans. But I don't want to sort of go on to the paid plan sort of side of things at this stage. We do actually have AliExpress, which you can connect up with the GroveKart tool. And let me just quickly show you that. I'm going to exit this. Okay. I'm just going to exit this. And then excuse me, just a sec. Okay. I'm just going. Again, sorry about that. Just had a couple of interruptions, but that's all cool. So I'm just going to go through, where was I? Going to go through finding products, right? Now, one of the things is that I do use the tool AliExpress sometimes, and you have actually got it in here. When you go into into products and you go under POD and drop shipping, if you go onto there, and then you can see the GK Connect. Now, here's the thing. If you have this already on your AliExpress where you have the Chrome tool, great, that's fantastic. Make sure you don't take it off, because if you take it off, you may lose it, because at the moment, people who are trying to add that Ali Connect to their Chrome store, they're actually going to an error page when they try to actually get the Chrome tool. So you may have to reach out to support, but if you've got it, then that's great. Then you can still use it. So that's what I use, and what it looks like when you're in AliExpress. You kind of got it up here. So you can set it up through here. I think I may already be set up. I may have to set it up again, but the fact that I've got the Chrome tool, which is really cool. If you don't have it, that's fine. At the end of the day, try and reach out to support. Let them know, hey, I'm trying to add the GK Ali Connect Chrome tool, which is in GroveKart, this one here, but it's taking me to an error page. If you can do a video of that before you go to support, like show the fact that you're getting an error, then use Loom or whatever tool that you use to create that short video, and then send that off to support. Otherwise, they wouldn't probably have a clue what you're talking about, but it's sort of self-explanatory when you've got a video. So do that. But in this case, I do actually have the Chrome tool, which is really, really cool. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through that. Now, finding a niche product, if I go here, let me just go back to here. As you know, my store is basically about dogs. I will probably delve into, like, it's, dog designs and all that sort of thing, as you can see on here. And I've got a little bit more personable when it comes to the designs, so that it can relate not only to the dog's personality, but maybe even to the owner's personality. All right. So that's what I've tried to do with my shirts and my designs, and try and sort of have that relationship between the owner and the dog itself. All right, so now what, I think at the end of the day, I don't just want to sell shirts. I want to sell other things, like different accessories when it comes to dogs. Now, let's just take this one here, for example, here, which is a German Shepherd, and it's in the background, it says enlisted. So as you know, a lot of the times German Shepherds are used for military dogs as well as police dogs. And I've made use of the colours that depict the American flag at the back there, and then I've also added the green in there to symbolise army colours. All right, so that's what I've done with that shirt. That's the type of design that I've actually created. But look, I don't want to just have a shirt. I may want to have a harness or a collar or a leash that will go with that. All right, now, can you get specific with maybe a German Shepherd? I think you can. I think you can actually find some accessories or harnesses that might relate to the German Shepherd, or maybe even to the army style. All right. So now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find products that can go with that particular shirt. So you can see now I'm actually really trying to niche down, so that the accessories that I get, or the accessories that I try and find of products, I want to relate it to the niche. I want to relate it to that particular t-shirt. All right, so let's go to AliExpress. What I might do is I'll just set this up first. So I'm going to set this up so that it connects with my store. So if I go into GrooveKart, and then I go to Ali Connect, and then I have that switched on, I go into the cogwheel there. And when I get into there, here. So you can install the Chrome extension from here, but this is what happens when you do. Okay, so if you're trying to do it, you're going to get this page. All right. Luckily, I already have it. So you all need to reach out to support. I'm going to use this information here, the credentials, to actually set up my AliExpress Chrome extension. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go back to AliExpress. I'm going to paste it in there. Go back to here, get the username, copy, put that in here, back again, and then I want the token, copy, and then put that in there. All right, so now what's happening is that AliExpress has created a connection to my Mad Dog Style store. So any product that I click on, I'm going to be able to import it just with a couple of clicks into my store. All right. So now let's look for that product. Okay, so when I mentioned before, I'm trying to niche down to a real specific accessory, maybe to the type of t-shirt that I've designed, like the German Shepherd one, or army style type sort of a scenario, that kind of thing, just to have it all kind of relate to each other. So what I'm going to put in here, I'm going to put in German Shepherd. All right, I'm going to put in German Shepherd, and let's just see what comes up. So we get German Lego. I'm going to go, actually, there's the German Shepherd. There you go. German Shepherd dog accessories. Now, this is really specific. This is actually really specific to the dog, to the breed of dog. So I'm going to, now, if you didn't know this, when you type something in here, so like I started typing out German, and I was going to put in Shepherd, but it actually did it for me. That means people are actually searching those products. So it means that it's actually a good product to actually to start promoting, because at the end of the day, those are search results from many other people that are actually on the platform who are actually looking for German Shepherd dog accessories. So they're being real specific about their search. All right, so it's not a search that I put in before. It's not something that's actually that cookies are, that the AliExpress cookies have picked up. This is a new search. So I started off putting German, and then it's actually done the rest for me. Okay, so I'm going to click on that, and we're going to see what we come up with. Wow, here we go. Like there's some harnesses here. Look at this. There's even some army style harnesses. So like it's the same sort of the thing I was saying before. German Shepherds are kind of related to military, or they're used for military, they're used for police dogs, those sorts of things. But look at these harnesses. I actually quite like this. And they've got that army style color. All right, so, and they look pretty robust. They look, like real military, like as if they're actually military requirement, or, like supplies. But I think that's really cool. They've even got a black one. They've got kind of like another military color, which is kind of like a brown. And then, they've got even like a camo one. So that is something I would actually, I'd probably actually put into my store and promote. And I might even, if I was to do that, I might even create a bundle as well to have that along with the shirt. And you see where I'm going with this? So I'm getting really specific with the niche with my niche. I'm even looking at what breed of dog can actually, there's accessories for that particular breed of dog. So there's so much that you can actually do and have fun with when you're doing this. So when I go back to here, I am going to put that into my store. Now that I connected AliExpress using the Ali Connect Chrome tool, I see all this up here. Okay, I can add product to GroveKart. I can import reviews. I'm going to add product, so I'm going to click on that. Oh, okay. It's asking me to actually, maybe if I go to that one there, I need to actually put maybe I didn't actually submit the details. Let me just do this again. Copy that, put that in there, paste. Let's go back to here, copy, paste, and then back to the URL, copy and paste. I don't know if I submitted it. All right, authenticated successfully. Yay, we've got it. Okay, I'm going to click on this again. Oh, just have a look at these collars here. Those collars look pretty cool. They've even got like 3D sort of decor stickers. Wow. There's so much you can actually get from here. All right, that's cool. Let me get back. I'm getting a bit sidetracked. I like that shirt. Anyway, we were here. So you click on the product and this will come up. Now I'm going to add it. So I click on add product to GroveKart. All right, I think it's been added. We should go and check. Let's go back to here. I'm already on Ali Connect, so I'm going to go to products. All right, don't see any products yet. Not sure why. Unless, sorry, let me just go back to here. Come to here. Okay, so I don't see any products yet. I'm going to refresh this. I'm now going to go back again to products, POD and drop shipping. Go back to GKLE Connect. Go into the cogwheel. And let's go back to products again. All right. I am not actually seeing it. So I'm not seeing any of the products being added. Let me try this again. If we don't get them this time, okay, there are other ways you can do it. So I'm going to try this again. I'm going to add products. All right, I actually don't think I saw this before. So let me submit. So you must see that when you go add products, you must see that little box that pops up. All right, let's cross fingers. Go back to here and refresh. By rights, it should be in there. There we go. So it's in there. I'm going to add it to my store. So it's importing it into my store. Now we should get a lot of the description, the images, and all that sort of thing that come with it. There may be things that we may need to just tweak a wee bit, like the title was too long. There might be some stuff in the information that we may want to, rewrite using ChatGPT so that we can actually make it a lot more user-friendly, SEO-friendly. So there's a few things that you may have to do. So let me just go to my products again. Go to my products. And let's have a look. All right, so it's there. There it is. If I click on that, we're going to go into the information, obviously, about the product. Make sure that we've got the images in there. And like I said, if it doesn't work, let's just say for argument's sakes, if it does not work for you, when you go into there, and if you've got this, like you may not even have to have this tool, but if you've got an account with the AliExpress, you will probably be able to see these little buttons here: download rating images, download variant images, download description images, download feedback images. You might be able to get all that. You should be able to sort of copy and paste the information that's in here as well. So if I go into view more, maybe. Yeah, there's other information in here. Like, I don't know if it'll end up like looking like this inside the store, but let's take a look. We're going to go back into here. Oh, it does. So there you go. So this is what it's done. It's added stuff in there. So it's done all this for you. And this is the whole beauty of actually having the GroveKart Ali Connect tool. Everything just comes in here seamlessly, which is awesome. Lots of images. About the shipping, you may not need this. You would probably want to take that out. You want to probably take all this out too as well. Feedback and rating, take all this out because you probably won't need it. Like I'm going to take all this out here. So like I said, there will be tweaks. There will be things that you will need to do that you will probably have to, make some changes or take things out. The feedback rating, we don't really need that in there at this stage, but those images are cool. Let's leave those in there. We can put our own description in there by using ChatGPT to help us write a description, our summary, and all those sorts of things. So yeah, I'm not too sure if that chart is any good. Let me just have a, I'm going to save this. Okay, so it's not going to let me save unless I add a category. Let's go to here. I'm going to add a category now. I don't have anything for dog accessories at this stage, so I'm just going to put new category. I am going to put, we'll make it dog accessories. And we're going to keep that the same. We're going to go create. All right, so now we'll make that the default. And very important, make sure you do that so that you are able to save where you are. So we're just going to save because you may take a long time sorting out this information page. And if you do, you could time out and everything that you've done may not have been saved. And when you try and save, it's not going to save. It's going to come up here because it timed out. So try and save regular as you go through it. All right. All right. So we've got some awesome pictures in there. As you know, pictures are, high converting, especially good high resolution pictures that show things like the buckles, the stitching, all that sort of thing. A lot of things that people are actually concerned about, like, how robust is this harness? Because I've got a really strong willed dog and, I don't want things ripping away on me and things like that. So I've got a bull mastiff Shar-Pei, and he is actually a really, really strong dog. And he's pulled me over a few times as well when I've taken him for walks. So that's how strong he is. And I'm not a small guy. I'm quite a big guy. And for him to pull me over, gives you some idea. So stitching, everything, that all comes into it. The quality of it, something that looks robust enough, all that sort of thing. I think on here you can actually put like name tags. The Velcro, I think you can actually put a tag on it. I'm not too sure. Oh, there you go. So ask to pet. So you can actually put some, there's one there with the Spider-Man thing on it. All right, now, so those are those images. That's actually in the information or the description part. But we want to have a look at the other images that we will see when we're sort of scrolling through. And here they are here. So if I was to preview this, all right, those are these images, the ones that are in here. And they're literally pretty much the same as the ones that you see in here. Nothing wrong with having them in here as well as in here. Just leave them in there. It doesn't matter if they're in two different places, the same images. Just leave them in there because sometimes people like to scroll through for more information, and then they'll get to see the images again, and then they're bigger again. As well, they're bigger images. Even if you click on this is going to give you a more enlarged image. All right, so and there you go. There's a tag that they can put on the side of the where the Velcro is. So yeah, So that's kind of like once you put your information in there and all that, then you can tick that one off as being done. But this is what I like to do. I like to try and get specific with niches. And if I've got like dogs is like a broad niche, right? It's not a real specific niche, but it's niche enough so that I can actually, get multiple products, like multiple types of accessories, add-ons for that. Like a little bit later down the track, I'm going to add some digital content, downloadable digital content or products where it's about dog training, or it's about that, say for instance, the German Shepherd, just specific breed, the German Shepherd breed. Each breed has their own tendencies, personalities, and different ways that you need to actually look after them. So that's another thing that you can actually add on. So you can make this bigger and more diverse if you start looking down that track. So get a niche, make it more specific by finding something that's related to that particular breed, and add it in. And like I said, something like where is it? Something like this harness here. I mean, because it's the T-shirt that I've done, and it looks like a military dog, and because I've gone and got a harness that's related to that, it's going to make a nice little bundle, and maybe I'll add something else in there so that it'll be more attractive as a bundle. So that gives you a bit of an idea. Is there any questions, by the way? Just pop them in there. Let me have a look, see what's been said in the chat. That will glad to have accordion for those. Yep. Okay. And Tyler says, nice idea to bundle up products. Yeah. But like, just start off with the T-shirts first, and then then start in some accessories and all that. But the whole idea is get started, and maybe if you've got 1 or 2 T-shirts that you want to get out there, get them out now. Don't wait till you get more. It doesn't have to happen that way, and in fact, the exercise is good to do it that way, because then you can sort of like be focused just on that one, say for instance, specific breed. Start searching out Facebook groups that are for that specific breed, like German Shepherds. Like, start looking for Facebook groups that are actually that evolve around German Shepherds, doing those sorts of things. Then that way, then you'll get a good idea, where you can tap into, and there will be some groups where that you can actually put a link to your products if you like. You'll be allowed to do that. Some you may not be allowed, but there'll be others that you can. And believe me, there's probably thousands of dog or even specific breed Facebook groups out there. But when you're focused on the one and you find a group for that, and then and maybe if you found one where you can promote T-shirts, then add yours on there and just see if people like it, and if they're wanting to to look at getting one, would they be interested in one that you've just started out with your new design and you want to get people's take on it. And then if you like it, just say, look, I normally do it for whatever the price is, like say $45, but for your guys' input, for reciprocating and helping me, like assisting me and sort of telling me what you think of my products, I can give this to you at a special discount, say $10 off or something like that. There's lots of different ways you can market, right? And it's all free marketing. It doesn't have to be paid marketing. So you can do things like that. All right, guys. So that is that for what I wanted to try and cover when it comes to niches. Like I said, if you have the GK Chrome tool for Ali Connect, then great. If you don't, that's fine, because you can actually still get download images and things like that. It's just going to be a manual process, all right? But you can still get them. It's just going to take you a little bit longer to add everything in. But great if you've got the tool. And like I said, if you don't and you're having problems getting it, get a hold of Groove Support and ask them. Just let them know that you're having issues with this. And here's the video. And can they please help you? I know you're probably not going to get a response straight away, but that's fine. And it's only really because there's some other priority stuff that they need to contend with. But just let it run its course, and then by the time you get it, you'll get it, right? As they say, in God's time. Okay, that's it for with products for your niche, or finding products for your niche. And I hope you guys got some ideas from that. Hopefully it was helpful. And as you can see, what I did before, by simply just putting in your niche in there, like or part or a specific niche of your niche. Like I wonder if I put pug dog in there, and so look, you've got pug dog shoes. pug dog doll, pug dog accessories, pug designs on mini backpacks, pug dog keychain. Wow. So let's just have a couple. Let's have a look at a couple of these. Even pug dog earrings. Actually, let's have a look, see what those look like. I'd say you can see where I'm going with this, right? You can create so many, and look, these are only like $1.95 in New Zealand dollars. That'll be something like, I don't know, maybe just under $1 in US. But these here are fantastic. They're great to use them as accessories. So you can see where you can go with this and what you can add into it. And Dr. Lisa, try the butterfly thing. Put that in there and see what you come up with, because they can complement your t-shirts. And so like there's quite a few different things to choose from. And this is where you can start building out a store that you're going to get more traffic than if you were trying to actually build a store with everything and anything in it, because you're just going to be like the rest of them out there that are actually trying to sort of put more on their store that doesn't really have any sort of niche to it. I'm just reading Rocket's information here. If you import from AliExpress, can you style the page on your site? Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can style it. So all you're doing is importing all the description and all that, but you can change it. You can add more images in it, whatever. But the actual product page itself is actually there's a few different styles that you can actually, or layouts, I should say, that you can use. But so this particular. I go to this one here. This is one particular layout where you've got all this, the summary over here, you've got the title, then you've got the description, and then you can just add, I can add images into there if I want to. I can add, I can just sort of get more images of, say, for instance, models wearing a shirt and all that sort of thing, and add them in here as well. But yeah, you can actually style it the way that you want. But yeah, one of my daughters had a pug. I used to have a pug. I used to have a pug dog, and a very long time ago, back in the 80s, and very cute dogs. And it was a purebred pug. Cute doggy earrings. Yes, they are, Tyler. They are very cute. But like I said, you can actually build from there. Just from with the shirts, you can go on to accessories, and you can get real specific with the breed and all that sort of thing. Now, let me jump on to something else, because we're finished with that for today. Hopefully that was insightful. Hopefully you got something from it that you could actually use when you're creating something. But just ideas, right? I'm trying to throw out ideas what you can actually do, because you do want to kind of stand out from other stores, from the rest of the people that are trying to do the same thing, or they're just they really, I guess they just want to get as much product as they can up there, and they just crossing their fingers and hope that something's going to sell. Eventually, something will sell, but people are getting more. They're signaling down to what they actually want these days when they're looking for something, right? They're getting more specific, and there's so much diversity out there that there are so many different groups of people that you can market to, all right? But you just want to find that one group of people that love the product that you have, and it's a focused product. It's something that you've focused on that niche. Okay, let me go to our calendar. So that's me for this week, but I'm going to go to our calendar. So to get to our calendar, you want to go to the grooveasia.cm/resource page, not resources. I know it says resources here, but the actual URL is resource. So go to that page. We couldn't make it resources because there was a hiccup in the URL, and so we had to use resource. And that will bring you to this page here, and then we can check on the calendar what's coming up. All right. Okay, so I'm going to get through this fairly quickly. We're on the 18th today here in New Zealand, and earlier on today there was the AI fundamentals. Now, if you click on that, go to that link. And so this would be done and dusted by now, but there is another one coming up, which is in 7 hours and 39 minutes and 33 seconds. So you can actually secure a seat there. Now this is with Chin Tan. He is our AI whisperer, as they call it. I like to call him our AI ninja. But and he will be running you through the fundamentals of AI. So if you still feel like you need to learn more about AI, then definitely Ching Yu is the man. He is the one that you need to learn from. And like I said, this is where you can register for the next session. Let's go back to the calendar. All right, so coming up tomorrow, we have we always, like twice a week, we have Tyra's wonderful Groove Asia Power Hour Plus. Okay, don't forget the plus. We need to change it in the calendar, by the way, Tyra. But the Power Hour Plus, and I attend those quite regular these days now. There's the odd sort of every second week I can't be there because I've got other commitments on that particular day. But I try and get to those every like sort of at least once a week, unless I'm busy and I've got my own events that I need to run. But those are really cool, and I'm there because, one, I like to be part of it, and and support Tyra like she supports me as well, because she's a wonderful inspiration to us, the team in Groove Asia and just to our general community. And I like to be part of her sessions. And I'm also there if you need help with any project. We can go into a breakaway room and I can help you out, whether it be like with Groove Pages, Groove AI, or GropoveKart. That doesn't necessarily have to be just GroveKart. It can be some of the other applications too as well. Because I'm pretty what do we call it? Experienced at just about all the different features that we have in Groove. So if you need help, just come along to those sessions and we can go into a breakaway room. All right, so that's actually on Fridays GMT +8 time, which is 8 a.m. and on Wednesdays GMT +8 a.m. on Wednesdays. Also, we have tomorrow, we have another Groove Asia Leaders Unite, and that is with the Karen Allen, and she actually does like her topics on many different things, that they're not just one specific thing, and it could be to do with like in terms of business, or things about how to approach mindsets to different projects that you might be working on. But I find them very, very useful. Like Karen is a wonderful speaker. And when she delivers her presentation, you're engaged, and and it's so you can follow what she says, which is really cool. And it's not always common to have people be able to sort of like present that way. She's quite, in my eyes, she's quite experienced, and she's way up there. So look, if you want to be part of those ones, then go along. That's on 11 a.m. tomorrow at GMT +8 time. And we do actually have the Mastermind Retreat, which is at 10 a.m. GMT +8. And this will be hosted by Ching Tan. And I'm going to, after I sort of explain about this, I'm going to leave it there. But the Mastermind Retreat. Okay, so I've been on 2 of those so far in Malaysia, and they're just absolutely life-changing. They've helped my business, to actually sort of expand not only my business, but also my network, and it's really helped in that sense. It's helped me really sort of see the future in speaking as well, by doing things like I'm doing now, talking about or presenting about something that I really am passionate about, which is e-commerce. And I love building websites as well. So like I like to do the whole range. And so like been able to sort of mix with the likes of Chen Yu, Tan, and Simon Leong, and John Chong, and a few other proteges from the team. It's been very, very inspiring, and I just, I can't say enough about these mastermind retreats. And of course, we have some world-class speakers that come along as well, and they teach us stuff, and it's it's really when you get there, you're just in awe. And the fact that we're having another one in Japan has got me excited. I'm definitely be going to that one. That's in November. But come along if you just want to know more about it. Just register yourself for the live webinar on this page here, which is mastermindretreat.club /TKY-webinar. Let me just get that and put that into the chat here. And just go along to that link and then just register and be part of that. Get some of the information that you want to know about the mastermind retreat, what it entails and all those sorts of things. And you'll see a few testimonials from some of us who have been on those retreats. So yeah, just be part of that, and then that way then you can make an informed decision. But believe me, these are fantastic retreats. And like I said, the last two were in Malaysia. This one is actually in Japan, Tokyo. We have rooms that are facing towards Mount Fuji. We're going to be there at a time where there's going to be a snow cap on Mount Fuji. It's going to be a very, very wonderful experience, and I can't wait. And that is one of the places that have been on my bucket list to actually visit. And so I'm looking forward to it. All right, guys, that's me. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. And look, just reach out to me if you want that code for the chart size, or size chart, I should say, and I will send that to you. But for now, see you next week.
You gotta get into the groove.